Also expectations. Now, expectations is the second one. Now, if you've, going to plant a church and you're in a town of, let's say 100,000 people, and you've never led a small group of more than 10 people, maybe your expectations are you're going to reach that city. You're going to reach that city of 100,000 people, and you go, well, we're going to get 10% of this city. We're going to go for 10%. That's what we're going for. That's a lovely expectation. It's a lovely goal. It's wonderful. Just understand that not everybody's going to come to your church. Number two, you have never led anything beyond 10 people. So let's get the expectations right. If you get 20 people in your church, that's pretty exciting. Do you hear what I'm saying there? So the expectations are very, very important, because we can get very disappointed. We can disappoint people. I've known people who have had a church of 30 or 40. They've been so disappointed because they've expected a church of 200. They haven't been able to get it over 3 or 4 years. They only have, 30, 40 people. Well, that's pretty good. How about we multiply that 30, 40 people? And we've talked about multiplication. We got to think out of the box. But we got to get our expectations right here. Otherwise, we will get very disappointed. We'll feel we're a failure, when actually, I don't know if God says, I don't believe God will say that you're a failure at all. You've got 20 people. You've never led more than 10, so you doubled that. And imagine if you could just get up to 25 or 30 and get some discipleship processes going where you're discipling some others, and they could get in another part of town 20 or 30 people. The other factor is probably if you're in a town, certainly if you're in a city of 100,000 people in New Zealand or in Australia, and 100,000 people in your city, there's probably been no church of 10,000 people in your city, and you're going to do it? Oh, really? Okay, well, amen. That's great expectations, but what I'm saying is, let's be realistic with our expectations. Let's set them, a little further than just gives us a push. But at the same time, we need to be very careful with the huge expectations we put on ourselves, and it can actually kick us into stress. It can kick us into thinking we're a failure, kick us into thinking that this thing isn't going to work. I'm just not a church planter. I'm a failure. And not only that, it's not only you, it's the people that are in your church. You might have 20 or 25 people, and you think, well, I wanted 200 people, and we've been here 2 years, and you got 25, 30 people. That's still pretty good. But you've got people there who, their expectations are going to be bumped as well. And they're never going to, be involved in church planting again. And that is very sad, because I think our expectations are a little wrong. So sustainability and expectations. Again, I say it in my multiplication book, and you've got a little bit, I think, in your notes as well, hopefully. If you haven't, get that book.